Act 4.
She calls me boy and chides as she had power to beat me out of Egypt. My messenger she hath whipped with rods, dares me to personal combat, Caesar to Antony. Let the old ruffian know I have many other ways to die. Meantime, laugh at her challenge.
Caesar must think. When one so great begins to rage, she's hunted even to folly. Give her no breath, but now make boot of her destruction. Never anger made good guard for itself.
Let our best heads know that tomorrow the last of many battles we mean to fight. Within our files there are, of those that served me Antony but late, enough to fetch her in. See it done and feast the army. We have store to do it, and they have earned the waste. Poor Antony.
He will not fight with me, Domitius.
No,
Why should he not?
he thinks, being 20 times of better fortune, he is 20 men to 1.
Tomorrow, soldier. By sea and land I'll fight. Or I will live. Or bathe my dying honor in the blood shall make it live again. Would thou fight well?
I'll strike and cry, take all.
Well said. Come on. Call forth my household servants. Let's tonight be bounteous at our meal. Give me thy hand. Thou hast been rightly honest. So hast thou. Thou. And thou. And thou. You have served me well, and kings have been your fellows.
What means this?
'Tis one of those odd tricks, which sorrow shoots out of the mind.
And thou art honest too. I wish I could be made so many men and all of you clapped up together in an Antony, that I might do you service so good as you have done.
The gods forbid.
Well, my good fellows, wait on me tonight. Scant not my cups, and make as much of me as when mine empire was your fellow too, and suffered my command.
What does she mean?
To make her followers weep.
Tend me tonight. May be it is the period of your duty. Haply you shall not see me more. Or if, a mangled shadow. Perchance tomorrow you'll serve another master. I look on you as one that takes her leave. Mine honest friends, I turn you not away, but like a master married to your good service, stay till death. Tend me tonight 2 hours, I ask no more, and the gods yield you for it.
What mean you, sir, to give them this discomfort? Look, they weep, and I, an ass, am onion-eyed. For shame, transform us not to women.
Oh, now the witch take me if I meant it thus. Grace grow where those drops fall. My hearty friends, you take me into dolorous ascents, for I speak it to you for your comfort. Did desire you to burn this night with torches. No, my hearts, I hope well of tomorrow, and will lead you rather than I'll expect victorious life than death and honor. Let's to supper. Come and drown consideration.
Sister, good night. Tomorrow is the day. It will determine one way. Fare you well. Heard you have nothing strange about the streets?
Nothing. What news?
Belike 'tis but a rumour. Good night to you.
Well, ma'am, good night.
Soldier, have careful watch.
And you. Good night. Good night.
Here we. And if tomorrow our navy thrive, I have an absolute hope our landmen will stand up.
'Tis a brave army, and full of purpose. Peace. What noise?
List.
Hark!
Music in the air.
Under the earth.
Shines well, does it not?
No.
Peace, I say. What should this mean?
'Tis the god Hercules, whom Antony loved. Now leaves her.
Walk. Let's see if other watchmen do hear what we do.
How now, masters?
How now, do you hear this?
Aye. Isn't not strange?
Do you hear, masters? Do you hear?
Follow the noise so far as we have quarter. Let's see how it will give off.
Content. It is strange.
Arato! Mine armor, Arato!
Sleep a little.
No, my Chuck. Arato, come! Mine armor, Arato! Come, good fellow, put mine iron on. If fortune be not ours today, it is because we brave her. Come.
Nay, I'll help too. What's this for?
Let be. Thou art the armor of my heart. False, this.
Sooth, love, I'll help. Thus it must be.
Well, we shall thrive now. Seest thou, my good fellow? Go put on thy defenses.
Bravely, sir.
Is not this buckled well?
Rarely. He that unbuckles this, till we do please do daft for our repose, shall hear us storm. Thou fumblest, Dorado, and my queen's esquire more tight at this than thou. Dispatch. O love, that thou couldst see my wars today, and knewest the royal occupation. Thou shouldst see a workman in it. Good morrow to thee. Welcome. Thou lookest like him that knows a warlike charge. To business that we love we rise betime, and go to it with delight.
1,000, sir. Early though it be, have on their riveted trim, and at the port expect you.
The morn is fair. Good morrow, General.
Good morrow, General.
'Tis well blown, lads. This morning, like the spirit of a youth that means to be of note, begins betimes. So. Come, give me that. This way. Well said. Fare thee well, dame, whatever becomes of me. This is a soldier's kiss. Rebukable and worthy shameful check it were to stand on more mechanic compliment. I'll leave thee now, like a man of steel. You that will fight, follow me close. I'll bring you to it. Adieu.
Please you retire to your chambers?
Lead me. She goes forth gallantly, that she and Caesar might determine this great war in single fight. Then Antony. But now, well, on.
The gods make this a happy day to Antonia.
Would thou and those thy scars had once prevailed to make me fight at land.
Hadst thou done so, the kings that have revolted and the soldier that has this morning left thee would have still followed thy heels.
Who's gone this morning?
Who? One ever near thee. Call for Anabarbus, he shall not hear thee. Or from Caesar's camp say, I am none of thine.
What sayest thou?
Sir, he is with Caesar.
Sir, his chest and treasure, he is not with him.
Is he gone?
Most certain.
Go, Erato. Send his treasure after. Do it. Detain no jot, I charge thee. Write to him. I will subscribe. Gentle adieus and greetings. Say that I wish he never find more cause to change a master. Oh, my fortunes have corrupted honest men. Dispatch. Barbus.
Go forth, Agrippa, and begin the fight. Our will is Antony be took alive. Make it so known.
Caesar, I shall.
The time of universal peace is near. Prove this a prosperous day, and the three-nooked world shall bear the olive freely.
Antony is come into the field.
Go charge Agrippa, plant those that have revolted in the van, that Antony may seem to spend her fury upon herself.
Alexis did revolt and went to jury on affairs of Antony. There did persuade great Herod to incline himself to Caesar and leave his master Antony. For this pains Caesar hath hanged him. The rest that fell away have entertainment, but no honorable trust. I have done ill, of which I did accuse myself so sorely, that I will joy no more.
Antony hath after thee with all thy treasure, and with her bounty overplus. The messenger came on my guard, and at thy tent is now unloading of his mules.
I give it to you.
Mock not, Anabarus, I tell you true. Best you safe the bringer out of the host. I must attend mine office, or would have done myself. Your empress continues still a Jove.
I am alone, the villain of the earth, and feel I am so most. O Antony, though mine of bounty, how wouldst thou have paid my better service, when my turpitude thou dost crown with gold? This blows my heart. If swift thought break it not, a swifter mean shall it strike thought. But thought will do it, I feel. I fight against thee. No. I will go seek some ditch wherein to die. The foulest best fits my latter part of life.
Retire! We have engaged ourselves too far. Caesar himself has work, and our oppression exceeds what we expected.
Oh, my brave Empress, this is fort indeed. Had we done so at first, we had driven them home with clouts about their heads.
Thou bleeds apace.
I had a wound here that was like a T, but now 'tis made an H.
They do retire.
We'll beat 'em into bench holes. I have yet room for 6 Scotches more.
They are beaten, sir, and our advantage serves for a fair victory.
Let us score their backs and snatch 'em up, as we take hares behind. 'Tis sport to maul a runner.
I will reward thee once for thy sprightly comfort, and tenfold for thy good valor. Come thee on.
I'll halt after.
We have beat him to his camp. Run one before and let the queen know of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow, before the sun shall cease, we'll spill the blood that has today escaped. I thank you all, for doughty-handed are you, and have fought not as you served the cause, but as it had been each man's like mine. You have shown all Hectors. Enter the city, clip your wives, your friends, tell them your feats, while they with joyful tears wash the congealment from your wounds, and kiss the honored gashes whole. Give me thy hand. To this great fairy I'll commend thy acts. Make her thanks bless thee. Chain mine armed neck. Leap thou, attire and all, through proof of hardness to my heart, and there, right on the pants triumphing.
Lord of lords, O infinite virtue, comest thou smiling from the world's great snare uncaught?
My nightingale, we have beat them to their beds. What girl! Though gray do something mingle with our younger brown, yet have we a brain that nourishes our nerves, and can get goal for goal of youth. Behold this man! Commend unto his lips thy favoring hand. Kiss it, my warrior. He hath fought today as if a god, in hate of mankind, had destroyed in such a shape.
I'll give thee friend and armor all of gold. It was a king's.
He has deserved it, were it carbuncled like holy Phoebus's car. Give me thy hand. Through Alexandria make a jolly march. Bear our hacked targets like the men that owe them. Had our great palace the capacity to camp this host, we all would sup together and drink carouses to the next day's fate, which promises royal peril. Trumpeters, with brazen din blast you the city's ear. Make mingle with rattling tambourines, that heaven and earth may strike their sounds together, applauding our approach.
If we be not relieved within this hour, we must return to the court of guard. The night is shiny, and they say we shall embattle by the 2nd hour in the morn.
This last day was a shrewd one, too.
Oh, bear me witness, night.
What man is this?
Stand close and list him.
Be witness to me, O thou blessed moon, when men revolted shall upon record bear hateful memory. whore Enobarbus did before thy face repent.
Enobarbus.
Peace. Hark further.
O softened mistress of true melancholy, the poisonous damp of the night to sponge upon me, the life of very rebel to my will may hang no longer on me. Throw my heart against the flint and hardness of my fold, which being dried with grief will break to powder, and finish all foul thoughts on. Oh, Antony, nobler than my revolt is infamous. Forgive me in thine own particular, but let the world rank me in register a master, leaver, and a fugitive. Oh, Antony. Oh, Antony.
Let's speak to him.
Let's hear him, for the things he speaks may concern Caesar.
Let's do so. But he sleeps.
Swoons, rather, for so bad a prayer as he was never yet for sleep.
Go we to him.
Awake, sir. Awake. Speak to us.
Hear you, sir?
The hand of death hath wrought him. Hark! The drums demurely wake the sleepers. Let us bear him to the court of guard. He is of note. Our hour is fully out.
Come on, then. We may recover yet.
Their preparation is today by sea. We please them not by land.
For both, my lord.
I would they'd fight in the fire or in the air. We'd fight there too. But this it is. Our foot upon the hills adjoining to the city shall stay with us. Order for sea is given. They have put forth the haven where their appointment we may best discover and look on their endeavor.
R64, what's your position?
But being charged, we will be still by land, which, as I take it, we shall. Her best force is forth to man her galleys. To the Vales, and hold our best advantage.
Sonar, con, target is at 170.
They are not joined. Where yon pine does stand, I shall discover all. I'll bring thee word straight how 'tis like to go.
Swallows have built in Cleopatra's sails their nests. The augurers say they know not, they cannot tell, look grimly and dare not speak their knowledge. Antony is valiant and dejected, and by starts her fretted fortunes give her hope and fear of what she has and has not.
All is lost. This foul Egyptian hath betrayed me. My fleet hath yielded to the foe, and yonder they cast their caps up and carouse together like friends long lost. Triple-turned whore, 'tis thou hast sold me to this novice, and my heart makes only wars on thee. Bid them all fly. For when I am revenged upon my charm, I have done all. Bid them all fly, be gone. O son, thy uprise shall I see no more. Fortune and Antony part here. Even here do we shake hands. All come to this? The hearts that spangled me at heels, to whom I gave their wishes, do Discandy melt their sweets on blossoming Caesar, and this pine is barked that overtopped them all. Betrayed I am. Oh, this false soul of Egypt, this grave charm, whose eye begged forth my wars and called them home, whose bosom was my crownet, my chief end, like a right gypsy hath that fast and loose beguiled me to the very heart of loss. What? Erato! Erato! Thou spell, avaunt!
Why is my lord enraged against her love?
Vanish, or I shall give thee thy deserving, and blemish Caesar's triumph. Let him take thee, and hoist thee up to the shouting plebeians. Follow his chariot, like the greatest spot of all thy sex. Most monster-like be shown for poor diminutives, for dotes. And let patient Otto plow thy visage up with his prepared nails. 'Tis well thou art gone. If it be well to live. But better 'twere thou fellest into my fury, for one death might have prevented many. Erato! Ho! The shirt of Nessus is upon me. Teach me, Alcidius, thou mine ancestor, thy rage. Let me lodge like us on the horns of the moon, and with those hands that grasp the heaviest club, subdue my worthiest self. The witch shall die. To the young Roman boy she hath sold me, and I fell under this plot. She dies for it. Erato ho!
Help me, my women. Oh, she is more mad than Telamon for his shield. The boar of Thessaly was never so embossed.
To thy monument. There, lock yourself and send her word you are dead. The soul and body rive not more in parting than greatness going off.
To the monument. Go tell her I have slain myself. Say that the last I spoke was Antony, and word it, prithee, piteously. Hence, and bring me how she takes my death. To the monument.
Baby, close your eyes, open up your eyes, hold me. Fly me to the skies, take me to the stars, hold me.
Erato, thou yet beholdst me?
Aye, noble lord.
Sometimes we see a cloud that's dragonish, a vapor, sometime like a bear or lion, a towered citadel, a pendant rock, a forked mountain, or blue promontory with trees upon it that nod onto the world and mock our eyes with air. Thou hast seen these signs. They are black Vespers pageants.
Aye, my lord.
That which is now a horse, even with a thought the rack slims, and makes it indistinct, as water is in water.
It does, my lord.
My good knave, Erato, now thy captain is even such a body. Here I am Antony, yet cannot hold this visible shape, my knave. I made these wars for Egypt, and the queen, whose heart I thought I had, for she had mine, which whilst it was mine had annexed onto it 1,000,000 more now lost. She, Erato, has packed cards with Caesar, and false played my glory onto an enemy's triumph. Nay, weep not, gentle Erato. There is left us ourselves to end ourselves. O thy vile lady. She has robbed me of my sword.
No, Antony. My mistress loved thee, and her fortunes mingled with thine entirely.
Hence, saucy eunuch. Peace. She hath betrayed me and shall die the death.
Death of one person can be paid but once, and that she is discharged. What thou wouldst do is done into thy hand. The last she spake was, Antony, most noble Antony. Then in the midst, a tearing groan did break the name of Antony. It was divided between her heart and lips. She rendered life, thy name so buried in her.
Dead, then?
Dead.
Unarm, Arado. The long day's task is done, and we must sleep. That thou depart hence safe does pay thy labor richly. Go. Off. Pluck off. The sevenfold shield of Ajax cannot keep the battery from my heart. Oh, cleave my sides. Heart, once be stronger than thy continent. Crack thy frail case. Apace, Arado, apace. No more a soldier. Bruised pieces, go. You have been nobly born. From me a while. I will overtake thee, Cleopatra, and weep for my pardon. So it must be, for now all length is torture. Since the torch is out, lie down and stray no farther. Now all labor mars what it does, yea, very force entangles itself with strength. Seal then, and all is done. Arado! I come, my queen. Arado! Stay for me. Stay for me. Where souls do couch on flowers, will hand in hand, and with our sprightly port make the ghosts gaze. Dido and her hyenas shall want troops, and all the haunt be ours. Come, Arado! Arado!
What would my lord?
Since Cleopatra died, I have lived in such dishonor, that the gods detest my baseness. I, that with my sword quartered the world, and o'er green Neptune's back with ships made cities, condemn myself to lack the courage of a woman, less noble mind than she which by her death our Caesar tells I am conqueror of myself. Thou art sworn, Rado, that when the exigent should come, which now is come indeed, when I should see behind me the inevitable prosecution of disgrace and horror, that on my command thou then wouldst kill me. Do it. The time is come. Thou strikest not me, 'tis Caesar thou defeat. Put color in thy cheek.
The gods withhold me. Shall I do that which all the Parthian darts, thou enemy, lost aim and could not?
Arado, wouldst thou be windowed in great Rome and see thy mistress thus with pleached arms? Bending down her corrigible neck, her face subdued to penetrate of shame, whilst the wheeled seat of fortunate Caesar, drawn before him, branded her baseness that ensued?
I would not see it.
Come then, for with a wound I must be cured. Draw that thy honest sword, which thou hast worn most useful for thy country.
Oh, sir, pardon me.
When I did make thee free, sworest thou not then to do this when I bade thee? Do it at once, or thy precedent services are all but accidents unpurposed. Draw, and come.
Turn from me, then, that noble countenance, wherein the worship of the whole world lies.
Lo thee.
My sword is drawn.
Then let it do at once the thing why thou hast drawn it.
My dear mistress, my captain, and my empress, let me say before I strike this bloody stroke, farewell.
To said man, and farewell.
Farewell, great chief. Shall I strike now?
Now, Arado.
Why, there then. Thus I do escape the sorrow of Antony's death.
Thrice nobler than myself. Thou teachest me, O valiant Arado, what I should, and thou couldst not. My queen and Arado have by their brave instruction got upon me a nobleness and record. But I will be a bridegroom in my death, and run into it as to a lover's bed. Come then. Arado, thy master dies, thy scholar, to do thus. I learned of thee! How? Not dead? Not dead? The guard, ho! Dispatch me!
What's the noise?
I have done my work in friends. Make it end of what I have begun.
The star has fallen.
And time is at her period.
Alas, and woe.
Let him that loves me strike me dead.
Not I.
Nor I.
Thy death and fortunes bid thy followers fly. This sword, that shown to Caesar with this tidings, shall enter me with him.
Where's Antonia?
There, Diomed, there.
Lives she? Wilt thou not answer, woman?
Art thou there, Diomed? Draw thy sword, and give me sufficing strokes for death.
Most absolute lord, my mistress Cleopatra sent me to thee.
When did she send thee?
Now, my lord.
Where is she?
Locked in her monument, she hath a prophesying fear of what hath come to pass. For when she saw, which never shall be found, you did suspect she had disposed with Caesar, and that your rage would not be purged, she sent you word she was dead. But fearing since how it might work, hath sent me to proclaim the truth, and I am come, I dread, too late.
Too late. Good Diomed. Call my guard, I prithee.
What ho, the Empress Guard! The guard, what ho, come, your lord calls!
Bear me, good friends, where Cleopatra bides. 'Tis the last service that I shall command you.
Woe are we, sir, that you may not live to wear all your true followers out.
Nay, good my fellows, do not please sharp fate to grace it with your sorrows. Bid that welcome which comes to punish us, and we punish it seeming to bear it lightly. Take me up. I have led you oft. Carry me now, good friends, and have my thanks for all.
come in. I will never go from hence.
Be comforted, dear madam.
No, I will not. All strange and terrible events are welcome, but comforts we despise. Our sighs of sorrow, proportioned to our cause, must be as great as that which makes it. How now? Is she dead?
Her death's upon her, but not dead. Look out over the other side your monument. Her guard hath brought her thither.
O sun, burn the great spear thou movest in. Darkling stand, the varying shore of the world. Oh, Antony! Antony! Help, come in. Help, Iris. Help! Friends below! Let's draw her hither.
Peace. Not Caesar's valor hath overthrown Antony, but Antony's hath triumphed on itself.
So it should be. That none but Antony shall conquer Antony. But woe, 'tis so.
I am dying, Egypt. Dying. Only I here importune death awhile, until of many thousand kisses the poor last I lay up thy lips.
I dare not, dear. Dear my lord, pardon. I dare not, lest I be taken. Not the imperious show of the full-fortuned Caesar ever shall be broached with me. If knife, drugs, serpent have edge, sting, or operation, I am safe. Your husband Otto, with his modest eyes and still conclusion, shall acquire no honor demurring upon me. But come, Antony. Help me, my women. We must draw thee up. Assist, good friends.
Oh, quick, or I am gone.
Here's sport indeed. How heavy weighs my lord. Our strength is all gone into heaviness that makes the weight. Had I great Juno's power, the strong-winged Mercury should fetch thee up and set thee by Jove's side. Yet, come a little. Wishes were ever fools. Oh, come. And welcome. Die where thou hast lived. Quicken with kissing. Had my lips that power, thus would I wear them out. A heavy sight.
I am dying, Egypt. Dying. Give me some wine, and let me speak a little.
No, let me speak. Let me rail so high that the false housewife Fortune break her wheel, provoked by my offense.
One word, sweet queen. Of Caesar, seek your honor with your safety.
They do not go together.
Gentle. Hear me. None about Caesar trust but Proculea.
My resolution in my hands I'll trust. None about Caesar.
The miserable change now at my end lament nor sorrow at. Please, your thoughts in feeding them with those my former fortunes wherein I lived. The greatest princess of the world, the noblest. And do now not basely die, not cowardly put off my helmet to my countryman. A Roman, by a Roman valiantly vanquished. Now my spirit is going. I can no
noblest of women who die, hast thou no care of me? Shall I abide in this dull world, which in thy absence is no better than a sty? Oh, see, my women! The crown of the earth doth melt. My lord, oh, withered is the garland of the war. The soldier's pole is fallen. Young boys and girls are level now with men. The odds is gone, and there is nothing left remarkable beneath this visiting moon.
Oh, quietness, lady.
She is dead too, our sovereign.
Lady!
Madam!
Oh, madam. Madam!
Royal Egypt Empress!
Peace, Eris.
No more, but e'en a woman, and commanded by such poor passion as the maid that milks and does the meanest charms. It were for me to throw my scepter at the injurious gods, to tell them that this world did equal theirs till they had stolen our jewel. All's but not. Patience is Scottish, and patience does become a dog that's mad. Then is it sin to rush into the secret house of death, ere death dare come to us? How do you do, women? What? Good cheer. Why, how now come in, my noble girls, our women, look. Our lamp is spent. It's out. Good sirs, take heart. We'll bury her. And then, what's brave, what's noble, let's do it after the high Roman fashion, and make death proud to take us. Come. Away. This case of that huge spirit now is cold. Oh, women, come. We have no friendship, but resolution, and the briefest end.
The Pendant Shakespeare, also known as the Wild Bill Variety Show. Antony and Cleopatra, Act 4. Featuring the voice talents of Anna Rodriguez as Antony, Rachel Wallace as Cleopatra, Bree Page as the First Soldier, Maureen Boutier as Erato, Andrew Hackley as Domitius Cenobarbus, Temporary Butterfly as the Second Soldier, Eric Matthews as Varius, the Third Soldier, David Alt as the Soldier, Paige Tulane as Carmian, Paige Tulane as Diomedes, Phil Mays as Scarus, Finn M.K. as Octavius Caesar, Hannah Jankondell as the First Guard, Dave Morgan as Mardian, Amber Lee as Iris, Kristen Bays as Proculia, Michael Pergar as Agrippa, Mindy Rast Keenan as Dercidus, Dominique Chouinard as the Second Guard, Kyle Garrett as Maecenas, and Melissa Bartell as the Messenger. Written by William Shakespeare. Adapted for audio by Landon Bell and Colin Kelly. Directed by Landon Bell. Assistant Director, Swen Halverson. Music by Zero Project of zero-project.gr. Additional music by the United States Army Band Pershing's Own, the United States Army Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps, and Landon Bell of soundcloud.com/Landon Bell, LANDONBEALL. Produced by Pendant Productions. This production is copyright 2016 Pendant Productions.
For more information, visit pendantaudio.com. Thanks for listening.
My desolation does begin to make a better life.
Next time on The Pendant Shakespeare.
Caesar sends greeting to the Queen of Egypt, and bids thee study on what fair demands thou meanst to have him grant thee.
What's thy name?
My name is Proculia.
Antony did tell me of you, bade me trust you. But I do not greatly care to be deceived, that have no use for trusting.
Take to you no hard thoughts. The record of what injuries you did us, though written in our flesh, we shall remember as things but done by chance.
Hast thou the pretty worm of Nihilus there, that kills and pains not?
Truly I have him, but I would not be the party that should desire you to touch him, for his biting is immortal. Those that do die of it do seldom or never recover.
As sweet as balm, as soft as air, as gentle. Oh, Antony, nay, I will take thee too.
Only at pendantaudio.com.